Hello there and welcome to Face Off. I am Neota Egbe Baraka de Salah, or as my friend Sulaiman will say, Eid Mubarak. Well, I'm still learning all of this. But anyway, we're here and we're moving on to Delta State. A couple of weekends ago, they had a decision to make. Yes, a decision born out of the death of a representative in the House in the Red Chamber who passed on, unfortunately. But then the people of Delta Central had to make a decision to find someone else that would take that seat. They all came out to vote. Many things came up there. Some said it was peaceful, it was calm, it was smooth. Democracy was being exercised. The people were allowed to exercise their vote. But some other people said, no, it wasn't the way it is. They came up with different issues that had to do with thuggery, snatching of ballot boxes. I'm looking for where I wrote them down. Violence against opposition agents being shot at or maimed. INEC, NYC officials refusing to go out to conduct elections, and INEC not issuing result sheets at certain positions. Now, these were all allegations that came out of that election, but someone emerged as a winner representing the People's Democratic Party. So today we look at the Delta Central Senatorial District elections, and I have two gentlemen in the House. The National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Mr. Lai Mohammed, is here. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
And on the other side is the Chairman of People's Democratic Party, Delta State, Mr. Pt.1. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, you were both on ground to see what happened, so you have 10 seconds each to give your opening statements, to state your position, and then we will take a short break. And I begin with you, since I introduced you last.
Well, first of all, I want to thank the people of Delta Central for electing the PDP candidate, and I want to assure them that there will be effective representation, and they have no cause to regret.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mohammed.
All right, thank you very much. For the last 2 months, we've alerted Nigerians to what we saw as a climate of impunity that was gradually being built all over the country. And what transpired in Delta State last Saturday was nothing but a rehearsal of what we should expect come 2015. In other words, we should not expect a free or fair election.
All right, thank you very much. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll get down to together. Remember, this is Face Off. It's a no-holds-barred debate platform. We discuss issues that bother the Nigerian man or woman out there. So we'll be back shortly, and our break, we'll see this report of what happened in Delta State. We'll be back. Don't go away.
It may just be a senatorial by-election, but for the people of Delta Senatorial District, the election is as important as any other major one in the state. The electoral body declared Mr. Emmanuel Egwarevodo the winner, and the PDP maintains it's a well-deserved result.
Let us examine the empirical validation of this unfounded allegation by using the result from his ward, Chief Otega Emero's ward, which is Ward 3 in Evreni in Uyeli North local government area. The total registered voters in that ward is 6,349. APC, his party, scored 6,033 votes. PDP scored 158 votes. DPP 75 votes, totaling 6,266 votes cast. This represents about 98% of the registered voters. Does this show that voters were intimidated to stay at home?
We of the APC and I as a candidate reject in its totality the purported outcome and result as announced by INEC.
The opposition is not convinced, as it argues that the PDP robbed them of victory.
We hereby demand for a fresh election that will allow the people of Delta Central to freely select a candidate of their choice to fill the vacant senatorial seat.
Emel should tell Nigerians where he got the big security details around him before, during, and after election. Please, those who live in glass windows should not throw stones.
Some of the allegations include late arrival of electoral materials, deployment of military at polling stations, and outright rigging.
Finally, we advise Omero to stop hitting on the political system. The law is clear. Nobody can annul an election once concluded, except because.
In PDP strongholds, areas that PDP appear to would have won or have control, the military supervised the thumb printing of ballot papers in private homes of PDP stalwarts. For example, thumb printing took place in the deputy governor residence, I'm talking of Delta South, in the PDP candidate Emmanuel Avarawodo's house in Uwele South, as well as Chief John Oguma's house in Uwele South.
The electoral body is certainly used to this kind of complaints, but it remains to be seen what decision it would eventually take.
Welcome back. We're looking at the Delta Central Senatorial District elections that held the past weekend. Now, this is considered a litmus test, and the INEC is going to have several litmus tests before the 2015 elections. And some are saying that if there are still rankers concerning this election, what will happen when we do the national... Wait, hold on. I don't have any say there. Anyway, we're back in the studio. I have Mr. Lai Mohammed, National Publicity Secretary of the APC, and Mr. Pt.1, Chairman, People's Democratic Party, Delta State, and the discussion starts now. You asked the first question.
Well, my first question is that... See, in 2011, the results of the Delta Central election was that DPP won 102,000, PDP won 89,000. How come that come 2013, DPP, which now part of it metamorphosed into APC, comprising of part of DPP, AMPP, and CPC, will now score 58,000, and PDP will now score 264,000 within a period of less than 2 years. What happened that will make an election with DPP won, that less than 2 months, about 2 years later, PDP will now win that election, not with just a small margin, but with about 200,000 margin. Because it's related, the entire in 2011 election, governorship election, PDP won with just 11,000 votes. How come that in 2013, just one senatorial election, PDP is going to win that election with over 200,000 votes?
Mr. Obosi.
First, this question he has asked, is just dealing with 2011. But let him go back to the history of the Delta Central as far back as 1978. So you are talking of 2011. From 1978, when we have Senator David Dafinone, he was in the majority party, which is MPN. I'm just trying to give you the history of the Robos, the Central people, where this is coming from. Dafinone was in MPN. When the whole of Bendel people were in UPN, it's only the Robo people